I'm Cole Smith,
I'm Ryan Krause,
and we're paranormal investigators.
and this is Nights of the Dark. We are paranormal investigators researching stories throughout Saskatchewan.
You'll see exactly what we see. No sound effects, no scary music, and no video effects. We're revisiting one of our favorite episodes from last season. One of your favorite
One of
haunts,
my
so
favorites,
to
yeah.
speak.
My favorite, his home.
Yeah, my haunt, your favorite. So we went back to my place, and the results will not disappoint you. So to set this up, we're going to show you the pretty much the entire EVP session, which is the electronic voice phenomenon.
Yeah, you'll experience what I experience as I experience at real time.
Right, so what we decided to do with this one was you were actually going to talk through it. Okay, so let me make a few things clear before we go on. If you've seen the episodes before, you know that I talked about my house quite at length. But the thing is that even last winter I was trying to look up any information that I could in the Kamsack library, and I think it's ICS. Even paying money, I just could not go much further than the last two owners. We know it's over 100 years old, and so far speculation. An older lady did say she went there as a kid. She's in her 80s. She said she went there for a birthday party, and she said it was an opulent mansion kind of place. But she did say that a little boy died there. I cannot substantiate or verify that under any circumstances at this point, but people did say 4 different apparently psychics, or I'll call them sensitives, did say something happened on the floor when you first open the door to the threshold. That's not where we experienced most of the phenomenon.
It's a little bit down from there, really.
A little down from there, but nonetheless, there's some strange sounds and noises.
Maybe that's the little boy all grown up. You'll see what I mean right away.
Yeah. Okay, so, but yeah, without any further ado, let's just set this up. The evening was fairly nice. It wasn't exactly summerish, but it was coming into fall. So empty the house of its contents, meaning everybody that was living went out, including the cat.
Except for me.
Yeah, including the cat, which for some strange reason was fine being held as I walked around the neighborhood for 15 minutes. And that demon cat usually doesn't like that, but for some reason she was totally all over that, being cuddled and, you know, and waltzed around the town. So as we left the house, I rang the doorbell, said that means we're done and we're out. The furnace was shut down.
Yeah. The only thing left on, I believe, was the fridge. You know.
Yeah, the fridge. And
which you'll hear on the, well, I guess not this episode. The second part to this, you'll hear the fridge kicking in and stuff.
The Metro's tractor sound. And as I went out to be vigilant, I was very mindful of any trains, any large equipment that might have been moved by, you know, combines or something that might shake or rattle the house, because it is
and create ambient noise.
Yeah. So, you know, people out and about, but it was late. It was after 11 o'clock, closer to midnight. So it was pretty quiet. So the result is coming up at the end of the show. But for the EVP session, on this episode, you remained in the basement.
Yeah, I'm in the basement, and my external microphone is upstairs. So as I'm filming myself downstairs, I have a separate microphone upstairs recording what may or may not be upstairs.
Right, but that's a separate standalone unit, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it just records audio.
Yeah,
it doesn't have anything to do with what you're doing.
No.
Right?
No.
Like it's
an audio recorder.
Yeah, a voice recorder basically.
Yeah.
It's totally independent of your camera.
Yeah.
So startling sounds.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to
sleepless night from editing this show.
Yeah. So anyway, without any further ado, here it is, The Knights of the Dark, the episode that you've been waiting for, and we've been waiting to show you.
That's the creepy man from the garage. Suppose if you want to just leave it here. How was the EMF?
Yeah, pretty steady. Nothing really.
Yeah. We'll have to turn this light off.
Yeah.
Whichever switch does that.
No, yeah, just unscrew it.
Oh.
Okay, so it actually looks pretty normal here. So we'll set you up here, and what we're going to do, Ryan, is we're going to put this in real time. So we'll let everyone experience exactly what you experience for the whole, say, 8-minute duration. And
cobwebs.
And what I'll do is I'll ring the doorbell on my way out, and then I'll time you and I'll come back. I'll ring it when I come back.
Okay.
Okay, then you'll know that everything's cool.
Could you show me that you are here? Tap on a wall, walk around, say hello. Like I said, I'm a friend. I heard you like playing music. Did you build this house? The current owners of this house, do you mind that they're living and sharing this house with you? So nice. Does it bother you that they're here in your house, sharing your house with you? Do you like them? Do you dislike them? Are there children down here? Are you alone? Do you feel alone? Do you know you are dead? Ice cold again. Holy crap. Are you standing behind me? Did you just bump on the wall behind me? If you did, can you do that again? Would you like to tell your story? Why are you still here? Can you tell me your name? Are you still standing behind me? Are you playing games? Why do I feel you behind me? I am not here to harm you. I'm so cold. I don't know if you guys can see goosebumps or not. Why don't you move on?
We're going to start off with some of the sounds that you recorded from last season.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do the full thing of this season, which is pretty voluminous. There's some pretty strange sounds here. You'll definitely want to hear this. So tell us a little bit about what happened last year and what you recorded.
Well, last year, like with the clip you're going to hear was with my cell phone, and everyone else has gone to bed, and I'm in the main room, main floor, but close to the kitchen living room area, where I was seeing things the whole night and hearing things the whole night. And at one point, I was like, okay, I have to catch this. So I turned on my cell phone, and I put it on the floor and I tried recording what I can. And it was, I don't know, about 2-3 feet away from me, the cell phone. And I am not even holding the cell phone on this recording.
Yeah, so this is the sound, and then we'll play a lot of these 3 times in a row, just so you get just audio. Like the soundtrack to Silent Hill.
Brings back memories.
Yeah, now we're going to play you some more here, the audio versions. But one thing to keep in mind is those original sounds I thought was like a one-off, but those sounds recur throughout.
This is a year later, and I caught some of the stuff when I'm downstairs. Yeah.
You were down. That was your voice, but...
No, not my voice.
That wasn't your voice.
No, that's not my voice. I'm in the basement, and this microphone is in the kitchen, the kitchen, and that audio was recorded upstairs in an empty house. I was the only one alone in that house.
Yeah. We've established that there was nobody in the house. Everything was turned off. The cat was out. I know, because I held the cat. Now you can hear yourself in the basement talking, right?
Yeah, during these you can hear me talking while you hear another voice in front of me, or over me, I guess, is grunting into the microphone.
Let's crank her up a little.
And those moans still give me chills.
Yeah, you can hear your voice like one of those
you can hear me in the
priests
background.
All that clicking and popping and breathing. Yeah, that was somebody moving a microphone and it's like, breathing in like
and touching my microphone. And
because we replicated that, or you did anyway, to try to see if you could get that sound.
Yeah, and the microphone had to be moved or pushed or slid.
Now this next one, what are we listening to here?
More of the fun stuff.
More of the fun.
Bang. baseball bat.
That's Mitro with his tractor next door. That's the fridge. Just to show how sensitive that mic is.
Yeah. Yes.
And yeah, there wasn't any activity.
Yeah, so not only did we catch this thing moaning and groaning, saying what almost sounded like the word "stop it," you know, it was also walking around all upstairs while I'm in the basement doing the EVP session.
Okay, here we come to the audio and video portion of the evening. Louder. You can hear that. There, in the distance. You're just in the basement now, right?
Yeah.
Play that again. It sounds like somebody hitting a duct. Like not a duct, a duct, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Low volume. Louder. Lots of that going on.
Yeah, it was like touching.
Now there's the orb. It's just out of range, but you can see it there. I'll slow it down, coming in reverse so you can see it. And one more time, slowly going out at the bottom left of the screen. Two orbs, actually.
Are you trapped or stuck to this location?
Banging and clicking, listen again.
Are you trapped or stuck to this location?
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, wow.
It was an experience again.
That was a pretty big knock.
Do you dislike them? Do you dislike them?
By that son of a bitch, I'll show him. It's my house now. Or it, whatever.
Ice cold again.
Ice cold again instead.
Ice cold again.
This isn't that thing.
Yeah, and it wasn't that cold of a night.
No,
We had
no.
just turned the heater off. Normal volume. A little louder. Yeah, I don't know what that sound is. state. I might hear that in the winter when the furnace is on, but not in the summer when.
And the furnace was turned off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Turned it off myself. Took
I am not here to harm you.
every precaution.
I am not here to harm you.
That's that weird creak in slow motion.
Yeah. You hear a moan? Listen. We reversed it, sped it up, and it sounds like Ryan.
Yeah, so I'm not going to sleep again tonight.
Ryan.
Yeah, there was
Ryan.
sleepless days while working
Ryan.
on this episode. That's for sure.
Yeah, okay. One more round of Ryan. Now remember, this sound was at first, when we first heard it, it was like a slow, as though it was recorded in slow motion. And
Odd. Very
and it
odd.
just sounded like the other one to me, which was when I slowed it down, there was a noise and it sounded like. So I slowed it down and it sounded exactly like this one did in normal audio. So I sped it up. So I took the one that sounded slow. It's kind of weird how I have to describe this. I took the one that sounded like it was slow, sped it up, and it sounded cool, but then I reversed it. You know, like the old satanic albums of
Yeah,
the
we can
70s.
play a
right?
record backwards.
So here we go. So we're playing it backwards and sped up. And this is what you get. Ryan. Ryan.
So not only did we catch this thing breathing, moving my microphone, saying what sounds like stop it, it might have also been saying my name.
It sounds like a 300-pound budgie dying of emphysema with a cigar in his mouth calling your name. Ryan. Ryan.